All right, so today I would like to just briefly touch upon staking your DEC in liquidity pools and your SPS for that matter. Like, why would that be a good idea? How do you do it? And what are the risks? So let's have a look. So you can see here that the DEC that you have in your game gives you an amount of airdrop points, and the DEC that you have in liquidity pools gives you airdrop points as well. However, the airdrop points in the liquidity pool are doubled. So if you have one DEC in the game, you get one airdrop point, and if you have one DEC in a pool, it will give you 2 airdrop points. However, you also have to have a similar amount of another coin. So, for example, SPS. I will just show you how it's done, and then let's talk more about why and if it's a good thing to do and so on. So you take your DEC and let's withdraw everything to the Hive engine. There we go. And it seems like the servers have been quite slow lately because of the amount of new players coming into the game. So, and then let's transfer some SPS as well to the Hive engine. There we go. And now we should be able to see it in our wallet. So, okay. There we go. So we have our 151 SPS and we have some DEC in here as well. And now we go to the tribal decks and you go to pools, add liquidity, and we select the DEC pool, DEC SPS pair. And here we can see our balances. And I think I have, yeah, so if I would click max SPS, the amount of DEC that I would need is more than I have. So I'll just click max on DEC, and so we only use 118 out of our 150 SPS. And we click add liquidity and we confirm. Now everything you have in pools on tribal decks will be counted towards your airdrop points within Splinterlands. Okay, so a few things to keep in mind. If you click on your positions, you'll see how much you have totally staked. The rewards here, you don't get any rewards. I don't know why it says anything here at all, but you don't really get anything from this site. You get like on this site, you get it in the game. So and you can also see how much of the pool your liquidity is. So in this case we don't have very much staked, but we will get like double this amount in airdrop points. All right. Now, maybe you've heard of impermanent loss, and that's something that you should know about when you are putting your money into a liquidity pool. And so like that's one thing, and I'll show you in just a second how that works. But another thing to know is that, let's say that, I mean, the dollar value of DEC and SPS always has to be the same in this pool, which means that if SPS goes up, the total number of SPS that you have will go down, because there will be more DEC needed for it to be the similar amount as your SPS. So, I mean, when you come here tomorrow, you might have 530 SPS, but that will be made up in the amount of DEC that you have, unless both goes up exactly by the exact same percentage, then they would be equal. Okay, so Binance has, I mean, this is a it's good to just know about how much you risk of losing when your currency is changed at different rates. So let's say that you make a deposit and then the currency is, let's say the SPS doubles and DEC does nothing. Then you will have an impermanent loss of approximately 6%. If you want to know like more in detail what happens and like the arbitrage traders and everything, how they use this, I recommend you going to a channel that speaks specifically about that. I just want to show you the risk that you're taking here, like how big a risk is it that SPS or DEC will double in value compared to the other currency. And you know, if you think that's a low risk, but it might happen, you know, in worst case scenario, then you have a 5.7% loss, which is, you know, compared to the daily rewards that you're getting from having it in the pool. I think that's an okay risk to take. So the next question you might ask yourself is like, okay, but are DEC and SPS actually connected to each other, and why? And I think you know, a pretty straightforward thing is that if SPS goes up in value, your airdrop points will go up in value as well, because the people will want to have, I mean, the demand for SPS will go up if the price is higher, and since the rewards you're getting from the airdrop points is paid out in SPS, the airdrop points will automatically be more worth, which will increase the demand for DEC. So that they are connected in that sense. So I'm not worried at all about having my money in the liquidity pool. Let's just look at the graphs of DEC and of SPS. So let's look at DEC first. I mean, I'm sure there's a nice way to like put the graphs next to each other, but I, you know, let's just do it the quick way here. So let's look from September, for example. So September we had a little dip, and then like a flat graph for a while, and then it went way up. And let's look at SPS. September, you know, we have a slight dip, and then it goes up. Dip, flat, up. And DEC, dip, flat, up. I mean, they are pretty well correlated from what you can see with your eye. I mean, I'm sure there are some math experts out there who can crunch the numbers on this and give you an exact like risk analysis, but for me this is enough at least to just stick it in the liquidity pool, reap the rewards, and just go on with my day. So I hope this one was helpful, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.